Now in Central Africa, after the late Chadian president Idriss Déby died in battle with rebels in April 2021, many hope that Chad might prove an exception to the region's rowdy transitions. Months later, the transition to a civilian government seems to be at a standstill. Some analysts have blamed this on the international community for not applying pressure on the Chadian leadership, and we'll bring you details in this report.
In 2021, General Mohammed Idriss Déby took control of Chad after his father, the previous president, was killed during a state force attempt to suppress a rebel group in the north. The Déby family has ruled Chad for nearly 33 years, and while an agreement was made in August of last year to transition to civilian rule, experts report that progress towards fulfilling the terms has been uneven. Jonah Avaksuma, the leader of the opposition Democratic Party, believes that citizens are losing patience and require political representation to express their grievances.
Everyone is waiting for the day when the anger starts to take hold of the whole population and civil society. I don't think I'm being too pessimistic. I think things could happen, especially as there's no safety valve.
In October, protesters in the capital, Germany, were met with deadly forces as around 70 people were shot dead by the military and hundreds more were arrested. One man who claims he was mistakenly arrested in an area where protests were occurring was taken to an infamous penal colony in the Sahara Desert known as Korotoro. He was recently released along with over roughly 700 others after a presidential pardon.
They drove with us all night until we reached our destination at 4 a.m. The person under me was already dead. It was horrible. People were dying on the way from thirst and hunger.
Chad has played a significant role in international efforts to suppress terrorist groups linked to the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda in Africa's Sahel region, particularly by working closely with France. Some experts believe that this makes the international community hesitant to pressure Déby to transition to civilian rule. One analyst believes that there is little that the international community can do to force a transition to civilian rule.
Despite allegations of neocolonialism that are routinely thrown at the United States and France, the reality is that the US and France don't like to be that, don't want to be doing that.
In addition to the Chan's rebellion in the north, there has been a recent escalation of violence between herder and sedentary farmer communities in the south, which is a common source of instability throughout the Sahel region.
If the farmers don't leave, there's no solution. It was the government itself that said they were going to move them. And so far, that hasn't happened. Instead, the farmers have built their huts here.
Analysts predict that violence is likely to spread from Sudan to Chad's eastern border region. However, many are concerned that with such a fragile balance of power, the stability of the entire country may be under threat unless more is done to address popular grievances.